welcome to my channel. Tips for recording and driving. It's not the safest. I am not holding my phone. My daughter is holding my phone. I'm not going to look over a whole lot because I want to be smart. My kids are in the car, so there's a chance that you're going to hear my son jump in the video. But this is just a real quick video. I just wanted to give you guys some tips on how you can start your day and master your mind first thing in the morning and take control of your thoughts, take control of your day. So this is something I've been working on for the past couple of years, like 2 years or maybe even a little bit longer. Some of the things that I do, you might think, well, how is that going to help me? You got to just do it. You got to do it, and you'll see that it really does work. Okay, so when you first wake up, what is the first thing that you do? Do you grab your phone right away? Are you scrolling through social media? Are you checking text messages and emails? A lot of the time, that is how a lot of people start their day. The problem with that is everything's not even flowing yet. You're just waking up. You're still really groggy. Your mind is not fully functioning at its optimal level. You're not really thinking clearly. So you might see a text, or you might see an email, or see a post, and you might take it the wrong way because you're not really ready to process what you're reading. So it's really, really, really good to not jump on your phone right away. It's very tempting, but there's ways that you can do it. You can turn your phone on airplane mode first thing in the morning so you don't have anything no text or messages or anything are coming through, and that will help you to not get distracted. You can turn your phone on silent or vibrate so you don't hear it, or you can put your phone in another room and turn it on silent and vibrate so you don't hear it. So starting off your day with new habits is going to create new patterns and behaviors that are going to be long term, and you're going to stick to them, and there's going to be change that comes. So when I used to wake up every day, I am not going to lie, I was like a lot of people that I know, and a lot of people in the entire world. I grabbed my phone. My eyes still have the crusties in them. I was still sleepy, and I'm grabbing my phone and I'm looking at stuff, and I'm like half awake. And I don't know why I did that for so long and why I thought it was okay, but now I know, knowing what I know now, I know it was not okay. So I guess, like I mentioned in my video of Who Was April Renae, I did mention briefly about my habits of what I've been doing the past 2 years, but this video is just going to go a little bit more in depth. So, find somebody that you like. There's lots of good speakers on YouTube, and it's free, so you don't have to pay to watch something that's going to help you. But a lot of people say, oh, motivational videos, they don't really do anything, or these people just are giving you a bunch of hype and emotionalism. Okay, well, here's the thing. You're going to have some kind of emotion when you wake up. Whether you're thinking all these thoughts the minute you wake up, you start thinking about your day, or how tired you are, how you're mad at your husband or your wife, or how your kids get on your nerves, or how you wish you had more money, or blah, blah, blah. And usually, by instinct, we usually wake up and our minds start processing usually whatever we focus on the most. So if you're focusing all the time on all the body, or you hate your hair, or whatever it is that you literally are focusing on all the time, when you wake up and you're conscious again, your brain is going to automatically start, the wheels are going to start turning, and whatever you have made a habit, and whatever your body is used to, and whatever your brain has been wired to think, and your emotions have been hardwired to feel a certain way because you've done it for so long, it's actually like not even like you're trying to do it. It's just second nature. It just happens. So if you are a depressed person, or you are angry, or you are very discouraged, or you're very insecure, or whatever it may be, if it's something that you want to change and you just don't know how to do it, or maybe you don't want to go spend hundreds of dollars every session to go get counseling when there are lots of free options, because that's what I've done. and you know you want to change, but you feel kind of stuck, and you feel like, what do I do? How do I start this change? How do I break free? Trust me, I've been there, and I'm still there. Like, I'm not in the place anymore where I'm wondering, what do I do? I know what to do now. Now I'm just peeling away the layers. If you think about it, however old you are and you're watching this video, whether you're 18, 16, 40, 30, 25, it doesn't matter. Whatever age you are, you've built years of memories and neural networks in your brain and habits. And if it took years to get to where you are now, it's not going to be an overnight fix. You're not just going to wake up, turn on a motivational video, and boom, you're a whole new person. It takes time. The problem is, a lot of people, and science has proven this, they give up by like day 3 or 4, and they're all excited, and you get all these new endorphins and all these chemicals and things going on in your body, and it's making you full of excitement at first, and then you hit this plateau where now the excitement's gone, and now you got to push through that and really do the work, and most people give up at that point. So the key is to be consistent and to not give up, because I'm going to tell you, there's days where I feel, even after years of doing this, a few years of doing this and seeing a big change in my life, where I feel like I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much work. I get hopeless, and I think I'm never going to change. I'm always going to go back to the old me and moments of weakness. But that's not true. That is the old program talking. And that just shows you there's still more of that old program that needs to be rewired. And it's just going to take more work and more consistency, and not giving up. But if you don't give up and you do it every day, you will see results in your life. You will notice your mind will start to think differently. You'll start to see life differently. I don't see the world or life anything like I saw it, even at 20, at 25, not even at 30. I'm 33 now, and my journey really started about 31. So I started I don't know, I was starting to listen to preaching messages every day, just T.D. Jakes and Joyce Meyer. Those are two people that I really like. I also like, what's his name? The one I'm listening to now. Yeah, Furtick. Love him. So I listened to them, and at first I was just listening to preaching messages while I was cooking or while I was doing things around the house, and I started to notice how it was really, really helping me mentally. And then I just I don't know, there was an ad that came on one time when I was listening to something, and it showed a Tony Robbins. It was actually on Instagram. I was on Instagram scrolling, and I saw an ad for a Tony Robbins event, and I was like, who the heck is this guy? He has this fierce, strong voice, and he's roar, and I was like, dang, I like that. I like fierce. I like somebody that's gonna grab my attention. This might sound crazy, but I actually like to be yelled at in a good way. Someone's gonna push me boot camp style. Not toxic yelling, but that motivational, get in my face and make me grit and sweat and make me just push through. So that's what Tony Robbins did. And I got addicted to listen to him. And I started listening to him, and I started hearing about other guys, like Tony Robbins' teacher, Jim Rohn, and Les Brown, and another fierce guy is Eric Thomas, or Thompson, or Thomas, I don't know. I'm sure you guys have heard of him, but that guy. And just some other speakers that I listened to. And I started noticing wow, this stuff is really changing the way that I think, the way that I've always believed that I was, I just used to say, this is just the way I am. This is just who I am. This is just my personality. Right, it is, but it's who I created myself to be. Maybe I've been through things that have shaped me becoming that way, but that's victim mentality when you say, I'm like this because then you're taking the control out of your hands and placing it you're placing that control in an event or a circumstance or something that happened and saying that it has control over you and you don't have the power to change. Now you're hopeless. Now you're a victim. And that is why there's so much depression and anxiety and fear in the world, because people really think they can't change, but that is not true. Science proves through testing, through research, through video, through so many different different measures that is not true and accurate. The brain is malleable, and malleable means it's changeable. You can change your brain. You can rewire it. You can break off old dendrites and memories and create new ones. And you can literally change the way you see things. You create your reality by how you believe. And it takes breaking off all of that old way and that junk and all that stuff that just naturally just comes to you. It's breaking off and rewiring new thoughts, new ways of thinking. It feels uncomfortable at first. It actually feels really hard, and that's why most people give up. It feels like a lot of work, and most people feel more comfortable in what they're used to being, whether they're used to being angry or full of anxiety or jealous or insecure. That's a place that your body has actually adapted and been conditioned to feel that way. So you just kind of go back to what's comfortable because it's easy. Even though you hate it and you don't want to be like that, it feels harder to step into the unknown and do what you're not used to, or become something you're used to being. So it takes time. So don't even think that this video isn't true. If you try it for a week and you're like, it didn't work. No. I've been doing this for like over 2 years. I'm still in a process of peeling away the layers. And I honestly believe it's a lifelong thing. I don't think that you can ever stop. You know, your brain builds long-term memory as you continue to reinforce thoughts and behaviors, and you keep stimulating your mind in that area over and over and over again. But think about it. Think about things you learned in school. How much of it do you remember? If you don't practice something every day, you'll lose it. The saying, if you don't use it, you lose it, is very true. So if you don't use the tools every day, your mind's going to slowly start to kind of go back to what it's programmed to do. So I started to listen to Tony Robbins and all these speakers, and I noticed, like, man, I have like this whole different mindset. I'm like excited again. I'm like excited and hopeful for my future, and I have all this energy, and I'm like feeling different. And I was like, man, I wonder what would happen if I did this every day when I first woke up. I was thinking, like, the minute I wake up, my mind's attacking me. It's already like trying to discourage my whole day and tell me like I'm a failure and I have this and this and that and like all these things. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, oh, look at that spot on your face, and oh, look at that fine line, and oh, your hair, and oh, this. And it's like all this negativity is just flooding my mind. And then if you turn the news on and you get on social media, now you've just intensified all of that. So here's the best tip I can give you, literally, and do this every single day. Don't miss a day, and do it for a lifelong thing. But I guarantee you're gonna notice a change. I'm gonna recommend a few people. So there's some neuroscientists that I think are phenomenal at teaching you to rewire the brain. It's Carolyn Leaf. You can find her on YouTube, and it's Joe Dispenza. I believe that's his last name, and if I'm saying it wrong, I will. In the description below, I'm gonna put all these people that I listen to. I'm gonna give you a link to their YouTube channels, and then from there you can kind of find out if there's someone else that you like and that you want to listen to. But I'm just gonna give you what worked for me because I'm telling you my experience. Everyone has different ways or different people that maybe they listen to and they get help from. So what I do is when I wake up, immediately when I wake up, I can see that there's notifications on my phone. I can see that people have reached out to me, or there's emails or whatever. But I ignore them, okay? And I ignore all of my texts, emails, and all that unless it's something urgent, until I'm at a place in my day where I feel like, okay, I have a little bit of time. I don't let it interrupt nothing. If I have a schedule, if I have things that I'm trying to do, I ignore everything until I have time to get to it. So I start my morning off. I take my charger, I bring it into the bathroom, I plug it in the wall, and I plug it into my phone. And I immediately go to YouTube. And I immediately put on whatever. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Anything that's going to stimulate my mind in a positive direction. So I might put on a neuroscientist that day. I might put on Joe. I might put on Carolyn. I might feel like listening to Tony Robbins. I might want him to yell at me and wake me up a little bit. I might listen to Eric. I might put on T.D. Jakes. I might listen to Joyce and Meyer. I just put on something, okay? There's people that could even find this same effect by putting on really calming music. Don't go put on music that's going to talk about shooting up the house or drug dealing or stealing your girlfriend. That is negative stuff. It's going to fill your mind. It's not going to help you in this process. You can put on calm meditation music. You can put on something inspirational, instrumental with no words, but put on something that's going to start stimulating. Science has shown, and neuroscientists actually can prove to you on a scan, when you are doing stuff that stimulates your mind in a positive way, there's a lot of different activity going on in different colors on the brain scans, and it actually causes brain growth. Like, it causes I don't know if I'm saying the right terminology, but dendrites, and there's stuff going on, and they're growing, and the branches are growing, and you're building new neural networks, and all this stuff is happening, and your brain's lighting up like a Christmas tree, and it's actually making you smarter and more intelligent. And so it's so important to start your day off right. Start filling your mind with good stuff and positivity, so you can think clearly to maybe answer those emails or those text messages later. So you have a different mindset when you go into your job, or when you deal with your kids, or whatever it is that you do. It's very, very, very important that you have the right mindset. And I'm telling you, it works. I'm living proof. Everyone that knows me, my brothers and sister, especially my older brother and my younger sister that are very close to me, they know me inside and out, and they have seen a big change in me over the past 2 years. I'm not getting paid to tell you guys this. I'm not promoting anything for money. Like, I'm telling you this because I'm excited, because I see what it's doing for me, and I want to help others in a world full of mental health and suicide and depression and all these pills that people are taking. It's not really even helping. It's just masking the problem, and then as soon as the pill fades, their problem's still there. And I know that I'm not taking anything, and I'm not downing medication. I am all for it if you need it. But I'm saying, we live in a world where that's our first option, is dumbing us down and putting all these pills in us, then we're not doing the work as humans. We're not rewiring our brain. We're not really getting to the core of the problem. So start your morning off. Let's recap. This video is really how to start your morning off and tackle that mind before it gets to ticking in the wrong way. Put on something instrumental, meditation music. Put on a good speaker, and let that fill you up. Ignore your texts, ignore your emails, ignore your phone calls, ignore social media. And do this every day. And I can guarantee you, in 30 days, if you do it every day and you don't slip up, you're going to start to feel different. And then you're going to be addicted to that feeling, and you're going to keep doing it. So that's all I have for you today, you guys. In the description, I'm going to give you guys all the links to all the people that I listen to and who I like the most. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, hit the notification bell. This channel is going to be really good. I don't want you to miss out anything. I'll see you next time.